Please stay on the line for assistance. Please check the number you have dialed.
Help!
What happened?
I just fell.
Call someone.
He just fell.
Hello.
Hello, City Blood Bank. How can I help?
Yeah, I'm looking for AB plus donor. Do you have anybody who can? Yeah, I understand. But can you help me? Thank you.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hi.
Is everything okay?
No, man. My father diagnosed with COVID, and I needed plasma by the end of the day. I'm unable to find AB positive.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
No. Please take care of your mom, okay? Bye.
Hello, Dad.
What happened? What?
When seconds count, don't panic. Getting an ambulance for your loved ones or someone who is in need is just a tap away. AmbiPalm's advanced ride schedule algorithm ensures you get the ambulance in the quickest possible time. You can even schedule an ambulance for your planned visits. Our ambulances are equipped with state-of-the-art necessary amenities to ensure high-quality care at all times. With hundreds of ambulances in its fleet, AmbiPalm acts as an aggregator for ambulance services. We provide advanced life support, basic life support, and hearse services. Our light tracking mechanism enables you and your loved ones to track the current position of the ambulance, giving you the right information every time. Our well-trained staff is always ready to assist you in the best possible way.
Hey, did you check AmbiPalm?
AmbiPalm?
Yeah. Let me help you.
AmbiPalm's blood feature helps you get blood, plasma, platelets when you need it the most. Making a difference differently has always been in our hearts. Building employment, creating opportunities, saving lives, and being on time are some of the core values that has made AmbiPalm's foundation really strong. This is why AmbiPalm came into existence, as we want to play a vital part in society through a successful business model that not only does best what it's supposed to do accurately and consistently, but more importantly, creates a trend for others to follow. AmbiPalm is here to stay, and we will always be racing to save lives. AmbiPalm is now available in Hyderabad, Bangalore, and Kolkata. AmbiPalm, with you when you need the most. To book an ambulance or donate blood, download AmbiPalm from App Store, Play Store, or visit www.ambipalm.com.
Hello, my name is Sripriya. I want to thank AmbiPalm for their great help at a time of my crucial need. The AmbiPalm ambulance service has been found to be the best ambulance services with reasonable rate at Hyderabad and Secunderabad. The staff and the helpers also have been very cordial with the public. In addition to the ambulance service, they also have been found to be engaged in humanitarian mission like blood donation for the needy people. Their services are outstanding and needs high appreciation. They did help me also with regard to ambulance service and blood donation at the time of crucial need. My sincere thanks to Mr. Abhijit, Mr. Naveen, and Mr. Sujit. I thank them from the bottom of my heart, and which the help I can never forget. All the best for your future endeavors. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the Hello New, and thank you all for joining us in this live streaming event of what we are about to show you. Before I get into more details of that, let me just share with you, Cameron, Doris, my vision, our vision. When we thought about AmbiPalm, there was a particular vision that we had, and we wanted to become the 911 of the world. Now, the reason why we chose 911 is because we know the significance of it and how important it plays. And that's the reason why we wanted that become our vision, that we become the 911 of the world. Now, when we launched last year, October, I can tell you this, that it's been one successful journey, and we've been able to put that vision into practice, into the force, right? And that's the reason why with full assurance, I can say that we are well and truly aware with regards to that vision. Now, during the planning or during the discussion of AmbiPalm and how should we go about our operations, or what's the idea we should put together, there were two models that we explored or we thought that we could do, either one of them. The first model was an asset-heavy model. What is that? Basically, as an organization, we could have purchased a good fleet, a big number of fleet, and we could have put them all out in the cities we operate in. That was option number one. Option number two, we could have gone with the asset-light model, which basically means we tie up with our local service providers and work as an aggregator in the cities we operate in. Now, we as an organization chose the asset-light model. Why? Because we want to hold true to our statement or our catch line, which says racing to save lives. Now, having our own fleet possibly would mean we might not be able to be present in every nook and corner of the cities we are in. But with an asset-light model where we work as an aggregator, this is where we tie up with our local service providers around the city, wherever we're operating, so that an ambulance will always reach our customers on time, every time. Now, of course, when we talk about being an aggregator, we definitely want to also ensure that quality is maintained, because we want to ensure that our customers, our patients, have the smoothest ride with no worries, with no tension. How have we done so far in the last 11 months? I think we've done very well, if you ask me, because of the overwhelming response we've got, we are currently operating out of 15 cities across the country. We have been able to successfully cater to more than 20,000 plus patients in providing them a transportation to get to a hospital or anywhere else. Now, the reason why we do this is because we want to ensure that our customers have a safe trip, have a good trip, and have a satisfying trip, so that they're not under real pressure or tension during that critical stage. I can proudly say we are delighted that we've been able to achieve that feat. And the simple reason being is because you've seen already the video where we've had a few customers, or maybe you just saw one video where a customer has spoken about using our services. And obviously, because of constraints of time, I cannot show you all the videos or all the testimonies. But I'm sure if you go through, if you go on our social media platforms, you will find that there are many, many customers who has appreciated the kind of business we do. Why? Because for us, what matters as an organization is taking care of our customers during this time when they're traveling. Now, with the overwhelming response that I told you, we've been in business for the last 11 months, and because of the overwhelming response, one thing I can tell you for sure, that has given us to push ahead and go forward. And we have chalked up a plan to launch in 16 more cities in India. The overall plan obviously is to be based out of every nook and corner of the country, of our great country, and we would achieve that task. But right now, in the next 6 months, we are going to be exploring, venturing out to another 16 more cities. So in all, we would be in approximately 31 cities in the next 6 months. And we're not just targeting the big cities. We are also exploring, rather in our plans to also cater to tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3 cities as well. We want to reach out to every corner so that when there's a need of an ambulance, right, AmbiPalm would be there at the forefront. Now we as an organization believe and we intend to become India's future to medical transport. We have seen in the medical transport industry where what happens is sometimes patients, customers are overcharged a lot of money for a short trip. We want to change that trend. We want to go ahead and help our customers get a ride which is pocket friendly. And that's only possible because of our strategic tie-up with our partners, our ambulance providers. Now, many of you who have the app, for those who don't have the app, let me also tell you that there is something known as a blood feature. What is this? Basically, this is something where you as a customer or as a patient, if you're looking for blood, whether it be COVID, blood-related, COVID plasma, whatever be it, you are able to find donors within your vicinity when you are in requirement, when you're in need. And the beauty part about this entire thing is that we as an organization do not charge you a single penny for this. This comes absolutely free. Our 24/7 call center support team is available to assist you in your time of need. Now, we want you to understand this, that AmbiPalm is a name you can trust. We want AmbiPalm to become such a significant part in your life. We as an organization wish you'd never need an ambulance, but in case if you do, AmbiPalm is there at your service. So no need to worry of actually making a phone call, trying to locate an ambulance and stuff like that. The magic is in your hands. If you go ahead and use the app, you're able to find an ambulance within a few clicks and it will be dispatched to your location immediately. Now there's something unique about what we've been doing and something unique that we have added to our feature. And I don't want to let the cat out of the bag right now, right? When my good friend comes up later to talk about it and give you a little run through of what we've done, I can assure you what you will see today is something that you've not seen ever before. So, all I can tell you is that sit back, relax, and watch as we're about to show you what actually can happen on the app and how soon can you get an ambulance, and more importantly, not worry, because AmbiPalm is the future of all medical transport. Who's speaking next?
Hello. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Leonard, for such a nice presentation. And I really thank you all for taking time to be here today, all the folks who are present here and all the online media folks who have joined us on various platforms. So let me begin by telling a small story. Now, this story is about a humble husband, and tragically, one day, or one unfaithful night, his wife had a miscarriage, and it led to complications, and they wanted to find an ambulance. So her husband actually went hither, thither, trying to find an ambulance. He tried calling different service providers, but he could not get it. It so happened that later, about an hour later, he took his wife in an auto to a hospital. And what actually happened was the doctor said, his life shattered when the doctor said he had lost both the wife and the child. Now, this is one such tragic incident that happened and that we know of. And at AmbiPalm, we are striving hard to ensure not a soul is lost to such tragic events. So, AmbiPalm is here to save lives. And it exists to save lives, and that is our number one priority at this point of time. Okay. As Leonard said, over 9 months ago when we first launched, it was a great event. And as we launched 9 months ago, we had seen a steady growth of our users, and that led to increase our base of operations to 16 cities right now. And with this new increase in our operations, we are faced with so many challenges. And today, we have taken all the learnings of these 9 months, and what we have done is we've come up with AmbiPalm version 2.0. Now, this AmbiPalm version 2.0 is here to save lives, and it is going to do more than just that. Now, with AmbiPalm 2.0, we are running with the philosophy of giving the control back to you. One of the challenges which the customers faced was not able to get an ambulance at a price that is friendly to them. And then we had, on the other hand, we had the service providers who said, we want to be in control of the drivers. We want to know where they are. We want to see where our fleet is. We want to manage the fleet ourselves and also have a say in our pricing, which was more of a fixed pricing at this point of time. So with AmbiPalm 2.0, we are giving the control back to the customers, back to the customer and the service partners of AmbiPalm, so that they are in control of the budget. So we're giving them the power to negotiate in this version. So where the customers and the service providers can agree on a fixed price before even the booking happens, just like you would do it on a phone call. But all it is happening in a real time, and that is what we are trying to bring. And this ensures that AmbiPalm is providing to its customers, an affordable price for the ambulance booking, which was not possible earlier. Now with 2.0, we have also come up with a fully redesigned suite or a platform of requesting and donating blood, where the users can actually log in and request blood or even donate blood when they're in the time of need. Now, with 2.0, we have also come up with a great feature called AmbiTales. Now, what AmbiTales does is it's a place where we would be sharing all the information about health tips or for the well-being of the users. And in this initial launch, what we have done is we have given all the tips in the general form, but as users interact with it, we will have more custom-tailored web stories coming into their app. And that is one of the features that we are providing, and that helps the users stay very informed. Now, let's look at how, we've also redesigned it with a very fresh look. Now, the app is more easier to use. Earlier, it was very easy, and what we have taken is we have made it even more easier. We have made all the features in one space where the users can quickly navigate to any feature that they want, which we will shortly look at in our app. And what we will also done is we made it even more easier for the users. Now, with all these features packed in our AmbiPalm 2.0, when a customer books from our app, he's very confident. He can be confident that he would get the best price, the best set of vehicles that are available, and also the best support and service which AmbiPalm offers. Now let's have a look at what AmbiPalm can do or how a user can book an ambulance on the app. So as you can see, we have the new design. It has all the spaces in one place. You can see that there is ambulance, there is a quick link set of it, and then you can toggle it to go to the next screen and see the AmbiTales, and then you can also have access to the blood platform. Now, let's see how we can book an ambulance. So with the tap of a button, you'll see that we are on this place, and that is our current location. And you would see there are several ambulances that are in and around you. Now, at this place, you can also go ahead and change the location. If you want to book for someone who is away in Hyderabad, he's not in Hyderabad, so we have a nifty feature on the top where you can click on it and you will see all the list of cities that we are operating in. And a user can navigate and select one of them. For now, let's choose Hyderabad, come back to Hyderabad and go ahead and start booking. So the first thing a user will do is he can choose any type of vehicle, whether it is ALS, BLS, or a patient transport system. And once they're doing that, they're comfortable with their choice, they can go ahead and start entering the address. So when we go to the where to, it would be pre-filled with the current location. But since we are booking from somewhere else, let's say my friend needs an ambulance at Esudia. That's a place away from here in Kondapur. And from there, he would want an ambulance to, let's say, Kondapur Civil Hospital. So once that is entered, the user can select the civil hospital. And as you can see, we have a list of hospitals, the ambulances that are around them, who will get the pings when the user actually confirms the booking. So these are all different service providers who have their ambulances placed everywhere. And this happens in every city. And we'll try to find the nearest one and ping to them and then help the user negotiate a price. So if you go ahead and proceed with the booking, you can tap on booking for an ambulance, not the close button. So go ahead and tap where to. So this is powered by Google. So we have certain address lookups from Google that come up. So any address that you can find on a Google map, you'll be able to find it here. It's just a new interface that we are designing. And once you see the ambulances and the locations, you can go to the next screen. Now this is an important screen for customers. They want to customize the booking, right? They want to choose what type of ambulance it is and they want to know what is the price. So on the top you can see the user can still customize the app. He can say, I want to book a BLS ambulance. ALS is really out of my bounds. It's 3,500. And probably the ride is only for a shorter distance and it's non-critical. So let me pick BLS ambulance. And the first row is a list of all the default features that come up on our app. And after that, I need to pick one of the size of the ambulance. Now BLS comes in 3 variants, a small, medium, and large, as a lot of you know. So we pick the medium one, and then there are certain optional features that we can pick. And as you can see, there is a price, 1,400, and that is something that you will have a say on. Now the customer, he wants to choose whether 1,400 might be a difficult price to pay. So I can go ahead and offer my own price to the service providers. And I can choose and adjust a price. And let's say I want to go very low, maybe 700. Yeah, that's about right. So once you confirm the price, it says this price is an indicative price, something to start off with. And it is based on the prehistoric data that we have collected over the 9 months. And the actual prices can vary because the service providers and partners will actually negotiate on that. So tap on OK, and that brings up our negotiation screen. And what we are doing is we are actually searching for service providers within 5 kilometers of the booking. And we are waiting for service providers to actually accept the booking and send us a quote. And what we have given as quote. And as you can hear the noise, there's a few service providers here who can offer a quote. And what we would see is once someone offers a quote, we will see the price, and the customer can actually see the price here. Now, Karthik has quoted 1,500 for a ride which I wanted 700 rupees. So I'm going to reject that and hope that I get a better pricing. Or at this point, I can even readjust the price. So I have Srinivas Reddy who has quoted 2,800. That is still way higher. I could get a better price is what I would hope. So I can reject that price, and okay, now I have Karthik again quoting me at $1,000. So I will go ahead and accept one of them, probably Karthik or Venkatesh Kumar. So let me accept Karthik's price. And so this is the screen where you would see what was the original price for the customer and what he has negotiated at. Now this is the power that we are talking about in the hands of our customers and service providers. And he can choose to pay by cash or card. So let me go ahead with the payment of cash mode for simplicity and proceed with the booking. Now once the booking is confirmed, the service provider gets a buzz on his phone on our service provider app, and he would have to assign a driver and a vehicle for this customer. And that is happening. While that is happening, the customer is waiting for the ambulance, and that is what he's paying. Now, the service provider has actually gone ahead and assigned an ambulance, and that is the vehicle number that you're seeing on the screen, and also the driver who's going to come service the customer. Now, at the screen, we have the vehicle coming on the way to the customer, so he's actually waiting for the ambulance. And we will also see how the live tracking works. So if you zoom in a bit, you'll see that is the ambulance there, closest to Esudia, and we'll see how the ambulance actually is moving towards the customer, picking them up, and then actually coming to this location. So on this screen, so that is the ambulance that has been selected, or the service provider has given and assigned for this particular booking. And we'll take a moment for probably the driver is being buzzed to pick up the phone and start his ride. And he gets different options actually. So the drivers can actually select that he's starting, and until his phone starts buzzing, alerting him that there is a booking, and that way the service provider is assured that the customer booking is going to be confirmed. So now, as you can see, the ambulance had moved to the customer's place, and then he got an alert saying the ambulance is actually coming towards the pickup location. And we'll see the ambulance actually moving if the ambulance is moving. I know it's going in a straight line here, but it is close to the location. I think, zooming in a bit would help. So that's the customer's location. And what we would see is the ambulance taking a turn over that road and actually navigating back. I think he's already picked up the customer. I didn't notice that. And now it's on the road coming via Kondapur to the civil hospital. That is the destination. And as you can see, the customer will now be able to track on the phone where the ambulance is. If I had booked this for a loved one and they're at home, or I want to know where they are, I would be able to see it from the ambulance, from the screen here. Now we'll just wait for a moment for it to reach its destination, and once it is hit the destination, we're going to capture information about how the customer is, how the driver's behavior was, what was the quality of the vehicle. These are some of the things that feed the AmbiPalm back, and with this information we make better decisions as to how the service providers are and what we can do to improve a service for the customer. So as you can see, it says you're still en route to the civil hospital, and probably that is the reason the ambulance is a bit slow, and he's got only 3.5 star rating. Let's see if that rating improves over time. So now he's en route to the hospital. We have expanded the chart where the customer can see you can need blood. So while the ambulance is in transition, he can report a problem or see the fare breakup, how that 1,000 rupees. So Botanical Park. All right, I think the ambulance has switched on its siren and it's going faster now. And people are actually mindful of it. So let it carry on till the destination. The government hospital is right around the corner, I believe. So this is, right now we are actually simulating an ambulance moving from the start to the destination. And we have certain route that we have planned for the vehicle. But this actually happens on a real time. So if you pick up the app and pick up your mobile, book an ambulance in case you need it, you will actually be able to follow through the entire process that we just showed. And once you are close to the hospital, you will see that you're arrived at the hospital. It will say that you're arriving, and then you'll get an alert. And once the driver says, he has completed the trip, you'll be able to pay the customer. Since this was a cash booking, the customer will be able to pay by cash, provide the rating for the customer, and I hope he gets a 5 star, excellent, and then done. And now some of the other things that a customer would have to do is provide ratings on how the driving was, what was the driver's attitude, did he get all the features that he had asked for, and was the helper good, any good. And once he's done, there goes our completion of one successful booking, an ambulance being taken from one place to another. All right, so that was a nice ride to the hospital. Now, what we would do is we will look at the blood features, and this is the platform where you will be able to request for blood. Now, from the bottom again, using the same simple interface, easier interface that we designed, you will be able to book for a COVID plasma or platelets or just plasma or just blood component. Any of these things can be requested on the platform. And we have a large growing community. We have 20,000 plus customers or users already using the app who are actually responding to certain blood requests whenever it is possible. So you'll be able to request for blood and still be able to get some response back. All right. So this is the AmbiTail section. This is again for the customers where they would be seeing a list of all the news articles or in the form of web stories that they can interact with. Some useful tips about health and wellness, food and nutrition. We have tips on COVID. We have tips on mental health, well-being, and how to be fit during COVID, and what foods actually you need to take to improve your immunity and be in a better shape and face this pandemic. Right. So at this time, we will take a moment to understand what is the spirit behind AmbiPalm and how the company has envisioned AmbiPalm to serve people. Okay, so let's play a small AV for it.
My name is Cameron Abraham. I'm an entrepreneur from Southern California. I'm a real estate developer, as well as I'm in the medical industry, and I have extensive history in different types of businesses, and now we're launching our first app. What affected me and the co-founder, Leonard Jackson, was the epidemic. A lot of people talked about the epidemic when it first started, but I actually got COVID. And when I got COVID, really brought me down to the humanitarian effort out there in life. We feel that as human beings, we have to make a difference. We have to be humanitarians. We have to change the world for the better. Being a father, understanding that my kids have to have a better world than what we have today. We came together to understand what we have to do in life to make the world a better place, not just for us, but for future generations, to impact the world as a whole. Some of the core issues that India has in the healthcare industry is that it takes literally 30 minutes to an hour to get an ambulance. And part of the problem is it may not be the right ambulance. The great part about AmbiPalm not only tells you with the tracking device where your ambulance is, but you get to choose what type of ambulance that you need for what type of issue that you have. So if you have cardiac or diabetes, you get to choose what the right service provider can help you with. Another core issue that India has is blood donations, plasma, platelets. One of our greatest things that AmbiPalm does is that we're giving back. And how we're gonna give back is we're connecting people and people to help people that need a certain type of blood transfusion, find the right type of person with the right blood transfusion, and we're connecting these people together. That's what we're giving back as AmbiPalm as part of the community. Another problem that, a challenge I should say, that they have is locating the different type of providers. AmbiPalm will help people get to choose the right ambulance, the right equipment, and the right timing.
the philosophy with which AmbiPalm is operating. And we really want to thank all our service partners, and without them, we wouldn't have been able to reach these heights as we are right now. And your success is actually our success, and that we want to acknowledge and be very thankful for what you've been doing relentlessly day in and out. So with the AmbiPalm 2.0, we have some set of features that are going to make your app usage experience better than what it was before. Now what we have done is we have provided features where you will be able to be ready to accept any challenge. If there is a booking, you will be ever ready always. And then obviously you have the power to negotiate, manage your fleet, and you will never miss a lead. So if you are getting a lead at any point of time, your phones will start buzzing if you're on the app and registered with us, and you will get a lead which you can look at all the features that they are accepting or requesting for, and then accept a lead. Now, and also it gives you all this in real time, so you can quickly respond to it and see that you're able to actually serve a customer at this time of need. Now, what we'll do is we will quickly look at what AmbiPalm Partner App can do, and all the features that we have provided in AmbiPalm 2.0. So let's wait for the app to come up. Now, the Partner App has also been redesigned significantly. On this app, right now, along with the real-time communication and the power to negotiate, we are providing you all the stats of your ambulances, your earnings, and a friendly dashboard which will give you how many trips you have completed, what are the bookings that you have done. So all of this in one place, and you are in control for all of it. So let's just give a moment for the app to load up. So that's what I think all the service providers are right now geared up with, to racing to save lives. Whenever there's a booking, whenever there is a customer in need, all the service providers are actually using the app to kind of quote for the bookings. So as you see in the screen, we have a list of section for active leads, where you'll see if you have accepted a quote and you are requesting for an ambulance, or if someone has requested for an ambulance and you have accepted it, that would show up in active leads. And then if you have missed an opportunity, somebody has raised a booking and you haven't seen the app, or you haven't opened the app, you'll be able to find those leads in the opportunities section. And then you can also actually manage your drivers. So that manage driver section will give you a list of drivers. You can add a driver on the fly while the booking is happening, or you're responding to a booking, you can make him online or offline. And then you can also manage your fleet, where you'll see a list of vehicles that you own, and added to it. You can capture nice pictures of them and keep it on the listing. And then my friend here is trying to delete ALS vehicle. That's how you manage it. And then once we are on this screen and you are actually receiving, if somebody is actually booking something, we would get an alert as well on this screen. So, and some of other features would be the dashboard section, where you would see a list of all the leads that you have received for that particular day, and how many leads you have served in this month or year, or you can go to a particular date and see how many leads you have received on that particular day. And then it would also show you how many rides you have done. Leads are something that you just got it, and you may not be able to serve all the leads. So the rides are the completed ones. And then the last section would be the financials, where it will show you how much was earned on each booking. And all right, so this is the dashboard section. And then again, service providers also have access to AmbiTails. Now this, again, we're going to custom tailor it to the service provider's requirements. Now all our partners are going to receive this feature, where they can access all these web stories that we have created, and they will also include tips about ambulances and the health, and how to continue on with the business, do the wonderful job there. Okay. Now with the screen, let's see if we can actually get a lead, if somebody is looking for a booking. And so we see that there's a lead number 34 of the day, and a service provider is actually getting a request for ambulance. And that's a BLS vehicle in that location. And the only facilities he has opted is air conditioning. So I'm going to accept and provide a quote. Now once I'm in this section, I can go to my active leads and see what are the different facilities the customer has opted for, what is the type of vehicle, and this comes with a timer so that the customer is not waiting forever. So you have to respond quickly in a matter of a minute as to whether you'll be able to offer a ride or not. So for that, again, you can match the price that customer has requested is 1,037, and you can either match the customer's price and select a time, how much time you would need to send an ambulance to the pickup location. So I'll say 10 minutes, and then I can proceed and the customer would get this quote. Now, while you're waiting for the customer to accept, this is the screen where service provider waits to accept. So if a customer has accepted your lead, you will get an option to offer a driver and then renegotiate on it if it is not accepted. So if the customer is, okay, so we see that lead has been updated, your quote is not accepted. Now that means the customer is looking for a lesser price than that, what we have quoted. So I know we've just matched the customer's price, but he's looking for a lesser price. So let's say we will quote 900 rupees for this lead. And now I'm waiting, I'm sent the quote back, and as a service provider, I'm waiting for this customer to accept it. Now it says the quote has been accepted, but it is not confirmed. Now what it means is the customer is happy with the price, and he's actually making a payment to, for the confirmation of the ride, the booking. Now the quote is accepted and he has confirmed it. Now the service provider will get an option to assign a lead, assign a driver and a vehicle. So he will go ahead and choose a driver from his list. So there's Sam, Alabaster Jar, Madhukar. So he's going to pick one of the drivers and go ahead with the vehicle that he has selected. Now this section, if there are multiple BLS vehicles, you can pick one of them. But I think this service provider has only one, so he can go ahead and select that and have a final check on it. 10 minutes, those are the facilities opted, the vehicle, and he's confirming it. Now this completes the service provider's part. Now what happens in the background is the customer gets a confirmation that his booking is confirmed. He sees the driver and the vehicle information, and what he's doing is he's actually waiting for the vehicle to come. And in the meantime, the driver is actually going to be buzzed. The driver will get an alert saying he has to start the ride and complete it. So what we have seen right now is the driver logging in, and he sees that he gets an alert saying there is a trip that I need to attend to, and that constant buzz is an alert for the user, and he can start the trip. So that's where he is, and he's going to pick up, the pickup point is over there. Now again, with the power of automation and simulation of the vehicle being driven there, we're going to see that the vehicle actually go to the pickup location. Or, yeah, I know the driver was very slow in the last ride, so we're going to skip that part, but that is how a driver actually gets an alert and he'll be able to go to the driver, customer and pick him up. So, all right, so once the lead completes, on the dashboard that you saw earlier, you will be able to see, manage the lead again. I mean, look at it, what are the details, where the driver is and all these details. But also you'll be able to see what happened to the ride. If in case of emergency, you can call the a driver. Someone asked us what happens if if a driver is not able to fulfill the lead or there's a cancellation, in which case, the app actually requests, alerts our backend system, our team of support executives, and they will actually get in touch with the driver, understand what is happening with the vehicle, be able to provide an alternate vehicle by reaching out to other service providers. So that way we are kind of ensuring that even if a lead is cancelled after a booking is done, we will be able to be providing you an ambulance and not delay your journey to a hospital and lose precious time. So we're going to complete the ride for our demonstration's sake, and that finishes on the app. So on this section, you'll see what are all the previous rides that we were able to provide, and the different lead numbers and earnings. right? So you have different sections to connect with our app, our support team in case you need any help with us. And we have an experience survey here that goes on to every lead. Whenever a lead is completed, you can provide a feedback on the overall support of the app or how the things are, the speed and efficiency, the booking rate, the transparency in pricing, and all that relevant information about any lead. Okay, so we'll wait for it to turn back up into our presentation. So, are you all excited about using the new app? Thank you. So this is one of the brilliant features that we have incorporated in AmbiPalm 2.0, and I'm sure it is going to really change people's lives, and the way it is going to help change the landscape of how you negotiate and book an ambulance. And even to the service providers, who've been doing a relentless job, it's going to be a blessing and a great tool and instrument to improve your business and be able to reach out to customers in a faster time. So with that, I would conclude. Thank you all for your time once again. I'll now turn over this time to Brittany. Thank you.
Now, especially for the Telugu audience, we would like to invite Mr. Sai Kumar to address them in the regional language.
హలో న్యూకి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం. పెద్దలకు, పాత్రికేయులకు అండ్ ఆన్లైన్లో వీక్షిస్తున్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి స్వాగతం సుస్వాగతం. AmbiPalm కోసం ఆలోచించినప్పుడు AmbiPalm కోసం ఆలోచించినప్పుడు క్యామరాన్, డోరిస్, లెనార్డ్ మా యొక్క లక్ష్యం, మా యొక్క ఉద్దేశం ఒకటే. ఓకే, అది AmbiPalmని 911గా మార్చడం. మనందరికీ తెలుసు 911 యొక్క ప్రాముఖ్యత. గత సంవత్సరం మీతో చర్చించాం. గత 11 నెలల సుదీర్ఘ ప్రయాణం, మా యొక్క విజన్ AmbiPalm ఆధునిక ఇబ్బందులను ఎదుర్కొంటూ సక్సెస్ఫుల్గా ముందుకు కొనసాగుతుంది. AmbiPalm యొక్క ప్రణాళికలో మేము 2 ఎంపికలను అన్వేషించాము. ఒకటి ఎసెట్ హెవీ మోడల్. ఇందులో AmbiPalmఏ పెద్ద మొత్తంలో అంబులెన్స్ని కొని వాటిని నిర్వహిస్తుంది. 2 ఎసెట్ లైట్ మోడల్. ఇందులో AmbiPalm అంబులెన్స్ సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడర్లతో కలిసి పనిచేస్తుంది. ఈ 2 విధానాల్లో మేము ఎసెట్ లైట్ మోడల్ని ఎంచుకున్నాం. దీనికి కారణం, ఎసెట్ లైట్ మోడల్ ద్వారా అంబులెన్స్ సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడర్లతో కలిసి పనిచేస్తూ అవసరమైన సమయంలో అంబులెన్స్ అందుబాటులో ఉండేలా చూస్తున్నాం. గడిచిన సంవత్సరంలో AmbiPalm ఎంతో అభివృద్ధి చెందింది. AmbiPalm భారతదేశంలోని 14 సిటీస్లో తమ యొక్క సేవలను అందిస్తుంది. అంతేకాకుండా 20,000 మంది కంటే ఎక్కువ రోగుల ప్రాణాలను కాపాడింది. మరియు AmbiPalm రానున్న 6 నెలల్లో 16 సిటీస్లో తమ సేవలను ప్రారంభించబోతుంది. మా యొక్క కస్టమర్ల యొక్క సాక్ష్యమే AmbiPalm ఎలా పనిచేస్తున్నదో తెలియజేస్తుంది. మేము పొందుతున్న అద్భుతమైన సానుకూల స్పందనతో మేము మా పరిధులను విస్తరించాలనుకుంటున్నాము. రానున్న 16 సిటీస్లో టైర్ 1, టైర్ 2, టైర్ 3 సిటీస్లో కూడా AmbiPalm సేవల్ని ప్రారంభించబోతుంది. మేము నమ్ముతున్నాం AmbiPalm భవిష్యత్తులో మెడికల్ ట్రాన్స్పోర్టేషన్కి ఒక నాందిగా మరియు వారధిగా ఉండబోతుంది. AmbiPalmలో ఈ AmbiPalm యాప్లో బ్లడ్ సర్వీస్ ఫీచర్ కూడా అందుబాటులో ఉంది. మా AmbiPalm యాప్ని వినియోగిస్తున్న మీరందరికీ ఇది తెలిసే ఉంటుంది. ఈ యొక్క ఫీచర్ ద్వారా రక్తం అవసరమైన వారికి లేదా ప్లాస్మా, ప్లేట్లెట్స్, కోవిడ్ ప్లాస్మా ఎటువంటి అవసరమైన ఈ ఫీచర్ ద్వారా పొందుకొనవచ్చు. అంతేకాదు ఈ యొక్క ఫీచర్ యొక్క గొప్పదనం ఏమిటంటే ఈ ఫీచర్ కేవలం ఉచితంగా లభిస్తుంది. దీనికి మీరు ఎటువంటి మనీని చెల్లించవలసిన అవసరం లేదు. మరియు AmbiPalm యొక్క ఆపరేషనల్ టీమ్ 24/7 అండ్ 365 డేస్ అందుబాటులో ఉంటుంది. మేము నమ్ముతున్నాం AmbiPalm అనేది ఒక నమ్మదగిన సంస్థ. మరియు ఇప్పటి వరకు మేము చేసిన ఈ యొక్క వాగ్దానాలని నెరవేరుస్తామని మేము నమ్ముతున్నాం. థ్యాంక్ యూ. I would like to invite Daraksha Khan. She is the leading marketing development.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. Hello, New. Our motto, racing to save lives, is our strength. We have lived by our motto and plan to strive continuously in our journey. Our service providers play a pivotal role in this journey, and they are not only providers, but you are partners. Our partners, without you, our journey is absolutely incomplete and impossible. The new negotiation feature is a game changer and has been designed so that our partners can be in control of their business with us. I would like to reiterate what our CEO, Leonard Jackson, just said, that we are going to expand in tier 1, 2, 3 cities in the coming 6 months. Thank you once again for coming and gracing the event. I would also like to thank Team AmbiPalm, here present across the country, watching us live. We will definitely shine together. Thank you so much.
AmbiPalm, raising to save lives. మా మోటోని మేము బలంగా నమ్ముతున్నాం. మా ప్రాణాలు కాపాడేందుకు మేము ప్రయత్నిస్తున్నాం. మా నినాదం ప్రకారం మేము జీవిస్తున్నాం. మా ప్రయాణంలో అంబులెన్స్ సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడర్లు కీలక పాత్రను పోషిస్తున్నారు. వాళ్ళు పార్ట్నర్సే కాదు, వాళ్ళు అంబులెన్స్ సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడర్సే కాదు, వాళ్ళు మా పార్ట్నర్స్. మేము నమ్ముతున్నాం ఈ న్యూ ఫ్యూచర్ గేమ్ చేంజింగ్ ఫ్యూచర్ అని. ఈ ఫ్యూచర్ అంబులెన్స్ సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడర్కు వాళ్ళకి వీలైన విధంగా రూపొందించబడింది. అంబులెన్స్ సర్వీస్ ప్రొవైడర్స్, ధన్యవాదములు. మీరు మాతో చేరినందుకు, మమ్మల్ని నమ్మినందుకు, మాతో కలిసి మంచి పనిని చేస్తున్నందుకు. మేము నమ్ముతున్నాం మేము ఇంకా అభివృద్ధి చెందుతామని, ఇంకా మరిన్ని అచీవ్మెంట్స్ సాధిస్తామని. ధన్యవాదములు.
Now, I would like to thank all service providers and drivers who have connected with us over the last few months in racing to save lives. We would like to felicitate and express our gratitude to the top 3 service providers in Hyderabad and Sikandrabad who has helped us with the most number of people by saving their lives in need. The first top service provider is Yadadri Ambulance Services, who has saved the maximum number of people in their crucial time. Congratulations, Yadadri Ambulance Services. The second top service provider is Sri Renuka, who has served the most people and brought ambulance within their palm. Heartiest congratulations, Sri Renuka. The third top service provider is Sri Dhanu, who raced and saved lives of the people in their crucial time. Congratulations, Sri Dhanu. We would like our gold winner, Mr. Mahesh, to share a few words.
థ్యాంక్ యూ అంబిపామ్. ఫస్ట్ థ్యాంక్ చెప్పాల్సింది సార్ లెనర్డ్ సార్ అండ్ డోరిస్ మ్యామ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్, థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్. యాక్చువల్లీ నాకు అంబిపామ్ గురించి నాకు ఎవరు చెప్పలేదు. ఫస్ట్ నేను మామూలుగా యూఎస్ అంబులెన్స్లో ఎట్లా ఉంటాయి ఇలా ఏంది చూసి గూగుల్లో సెర్చ్ చేశాను. అక్కడ అంబిపామ్ అని వచ్చింది. అంబిపామ్ అని వచ్చి ఇంక కాల్ చేశాను. ఫస్ట్ నాకు హేమా మేడం కాల్ చేశారు. నేను కాల్ చేస్తే లిఫ్ట్ చేశారు. మేడం నేను ఇట్లా వెహికల్ అటాచ్ చేయాలనుకుంటున్నా అంటే అదే రోజు నైట్ 8:30కి అట్లా టైం లేకున్నా నేను వస్తాను సార్ మీ ఏరియా కంటే కొద్దిగా లేట్ అవుతుంది అది అని 8:30కి ఆ రోజు నైటు జేబీఎస్ దగ్గర జూబ్లీ బస్ స్టాండ్ దగ్గర అఫ్జల్గంజ్ అనుకుంటా మేడం, అఫ్జల్గంజ్ దగ్గర నైట్ రోడ్ మీదనే పేపర్లు తీసుకొచ్చి రోడ్ మీదనే చేపించింది మేడం. థ్యాంక్ యూ హేమా మేడం. ఇంకా సుజిత్ అన్న థ్యాంక్ యూ. సుజిత్ అన్న కూడా చాలా సపోర్ట్ చేశారు. థ్యాంక్ యూ మేడం. థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ అంబిపామ్.
We, the AmbiPalm family, like to express our sincere appreciation to all the service providers who are racing to save lives. An understanding provider like you all is the first key to a successful business and saving people's life. We would like to offer a token of appreciation to a few of our service providers for their hard work and quick response to save people when they are in a medical need. As we call out your names, request you to come and collect your certificate. Bhavya Ambulance Services. People's Care Ambulance. Uday Ambulance Services. Sri Nikhilesh Ambulance Services. Sri Ram Ambulance Services. Sri Sai Leela Ambulance Services. Bhagyanagar Ambulance. Shababri Ambulance Service. Sri Anjanya Ambulance Services. Sri Nikhilesh Ambulance Services. Thank you, everyone.
Right. So based on what we see, we can actually say an official hello to the newest new that we have. Now, gone are the days when you had to make a phone call, as I said before, and looking for an ambulance to negotiate and stuff like that. Those days are of the past. Now, with a few clicks, just like how my friend Rakesh showed, with a few clicks, you can get an ambulance of your choice. And with the tremendous support of our partners, an ambulance can be dispatched at your location immediately. So remember, when you need an ambulance, AmbiPalm is the name that should ring in your head. And like I said before, we always hope that you do not need an ambulance. But if you ever do need one, AmbiPalm is there. For the first time, you're going to be able to get an ambulance which is going to be pocket friendly, which is going to help you, and pricing should be the least of your worries during your medical emergency. That is what we've built. That is what we've been able to put forward. And now we have our customers, we have our patients, we have our service providers, we have us to work together to build a stronger and a wonderful medical transport system in India. In conclusion, I obviously would like to thank God, my two partners, Doris and Cameron, of course, our service providers, our wonderful, selfless and dedicated team, whether it be the development team, whether it be the marketing team, finance, call center support, human resource, and every other department that works with us directly or indirectly. What we have been able to achieve today is because we have worked as one team. As an organization, we are one team with one dream, and that is to make India a country where getting an ambulance will never be a challenge anymore, never be a worry anymore. So I would encourage each one of you, those who are watching live, and also to inform your friends and family. Download our app. It's easily available on App Store and of course on Google Play Store. Keep that app on your phone, and when you need an ambulance, when you need blood, or when you want to browse through any current trending topics, AmbiPalm is the app which should be there. So thank you once again, and I wish you all a great success in all that you do, and let's move to making India a country which never has to worry again about getting an ambulance when they need one in time. Thank you once again for joining us, and this is the beginning. This is the absolute beginning of a revolutionary idea that's going to change the dynamics of our industry, the ambulance industry. Thank you very much. Right. Thank you for joining us for this event. Those who are online, thank you so much for being part of this. And of course, I would like all our guests here to join us for a small snack session, right? So thank you once again. Let's all meet a little outside out of this auditorium on the left, and let's have a good fellowship time together. Thank you once again.